Hey everybody, good morning, good
Good
morning,
morning. Good morning.
good
Happy
morning,
Saturday.
Greg. Happy Saturday, happy Figura Obscura drop day,
Hmm. Hmm.
which little side note, I have not seen yet.
I'm
I have
shocked.
purposefully have not logged on to see it. I got the email, our private chat was blowing up with it. Thankfully nobody shared any pics yet. And yeah, so I haven't actually seen it, so I don't know what I'm in for. We're gonna check it out today in our double down. But to celebrate, I did break out the old
Hmm.
Figura Obscura, my little Figura Obscura coffee mug this morning from the Creature, Frankenstein's Creature. It's the only one that I've purchased a coffee mug for.
What did you think of that figure? Did you?
I love it.
Me
I
too.
love it. I
It's top
wonder.
10. It's top
I
10.
wonder if it's going to make it into my top 10 figures of the year list. And the only reason I say that I wonder if it's going to be is because I have a sneaking suspicion that two Four Horsemen figures are going to make it onto my list, one Cosmic and
Hmm.
one Legions. I'm pretty sure you know which Cosmic figure is going to make my top 10 figures of the year list because you and I like this character so much. Uh,
Hmm.
but uh,
Hmm.
but I don't think I can spare three slots for Four Horsemen figures, no matter
I know. I
how
was just
much I want to.
going over my top 10 list, and I wanted it to be even. Like I don't want it to be like all horsemen or all. So there's some figures that I'm like trying to open up so that it becomes, because I know they're good figures. So I'm trying to open them up so that I can
Hmm.
actually be fair and say, hey, this figure is, so I want it to be diverse. Also, I'm not doing any hot toys or anything like that because that, to me, that seems kind of unfair. You can't really compare a Hasbro classified to a Hot Toys. You know what I mean? So
Right,
they're,
it's hard.
it's like Honda Civic compared to a Mercedes. It's like I'm not gonna. It's not fair to compare those two. So I left the Hot
Yep,
Toys off of the.
I get that, but you know what? I think it's your list, and I think whatever figure brings you the most joy, you know, like
Mhm.
I would be okay if you hit me up and you were like, "Man, my list has got a Hot Toys on it and a Plunderlings." I'd be like, "Hey, man, that's your
Do you?
list, dude.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
That's your
trying. I'm
list."
trying to be fair. I'm trying to be fair.
So I see Brian and Andy are both in the chat already. If you guys notice anything looking a little different or behaving a little different or like things are looking a little weird, it's because I shifted over from StreamYard to Restream.
Hmm.
Um, Greg hit me up last week and he's like, dude, did you see that StreamYard went up to $45 a month? And I was like, man, it's been $45 a month for me for the last,
Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, mine
six
was
months.
like 22, and then it jumped. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, you must have been like on some older
And
tier pricing and was
it was like
grandfathered in for a
introductory or
while.
something. Maybe it was like a 6-month trial or something. I don't know. Is
Yeah,
that good
maybe.
coffee? Is that good
But
coffee? Because you made it
oh
look
my
like
gosh, man, I
mm,
love
you
my
were like
coffee.
you're like happily surprised, like that was
Ooh,
good,
that was a
man.
good one. Well, also, I didn't have my coffee yesterday. We were out of town,
Mm,
yeah, I always miss my coffee. I love coffee, but here's the thing. I only drink coffee from my house. I don't go to Starbucks. I don't go to Lucky Goat, which is like a real popular place around here in my city. I don't like buying coffee from other places because I'm gonna run them out of creamer because I add a lot of creamer to my coffee. Like for me, like my coffee needs to be the color of He-Man's skin. Just beautiful tan.
right.
I don't like strong. Like I don't like the taste of coffee. Let's be honest. I like the taste of creamer. That
That
color right
that too
there.
dark or
That's a little too dark. I'd
little
go a
too
little lighter than that. Little
okay,
lighter than that.
okay.
Andy says Jesse did a stream with it. He did a stream with Restream.io.
Hmm.
So basically, they're offering a price if you pay per year. I think you get it for as low as $19 a month. But they had a Black Friday sale, and I got my entire year for less than $115 a
You
year.
can't beat that.
That's
Yeah,
like $10 a month.
that
So
is
I had to
definitely
jump
great.
on it. That's saving me $35 a month. I mean, I could put that towards a figure. So I was just like, no, I gotta
Yeah,
change.
I am noticing.
StreamYard is awesome. It's just not worth almost $50 a month. I don't have any.
That's a lot. That's a
That's a
lot. Yeah,
lot. That's a huge subscription for something that I use 4 times a month, and that's for Saturday mornings only.
oh, so you don't use it for your reviews or anything? You just
No,
record it.
no,
Oh,
I
okay. I thought you used
use
it for your reviews.
no, I use a software that I pay for each month, but it's like $12 a month. It's called
Oh, okay.
Ecamm Live. Now
Oh,
it will go live and it will do some of this stuff, but you and I tried it out at the very beginning. It doesn't have the same kind of
feature.
email link.
Hmm.
So for for us to be able to use it together, you would have to have Ecamm Live. You would have to pay for a subscription for it, and then you and I could do our shows. The other way is you can circumvent that by using Skype. So what that's why like our first couple of shows you called into the Ecamm via Skype, and that's how we were able to do it. So
Right.
it's not as streamable or stream friendly, but that's what I use to record all of
Okay.
my videos. If I mess around with it and this does the same thing, I can drop Ecamm.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, this is
that's
nice. The
what's
only
up.
thing I'm not able to comment to make comments.
Oh,
That's the
you're
only
not?
difference. Mm-mm.
No,
Yeah,
that sucks.
it's not giving me the option, but that's okay. I mean, other than that, dude, it's exactly from my side, it's exactly the same as StreamYard. So
Well, if you end up getting it and using it, I wonder if it'll give you
I don't
the
know. That's a good
opportunity.
question. I don't know.
Are you able to see the comments as they come in?
Yeah, yeah, I can read them. I just don't have the option to make any comments.
Okay. Well,
So that's
let's
all right.
see if we'll see if I can and can fix that. So Andy the collector says, "What Black Friday deals did you get, Andy? Other than Restream, I got none. What
I
about you?
I got a Super 7 like stalks me. Like they send me emails and texts and which I'm fine with. I there was a figure that I wanted and it sold out like so the minus Godzilla minus one.
Did you get the black and
I
white one?
bought the original, but I wanted the black and white version, and the black and white version sold out while I was going to see the black and white version. It sold out like phew. Anyway, so I got a message yesterday saying, "Hey, check out these warehouse finds," and I was like, so I went and they had low stock Godzilla minus color, and I was like, yes. I couldn't afford it, so I did the shop pay, 4 payments or whatever, because I'm like, I'm spending too much, so I did that. So that's about all I think I got for Black Friday, but
But it wasn't on sale. It was still like the 85 or
it was
whatever.
85. Yeah, yeah. Not no sales. I don't think I looked. I didn't like you said yesterday on our messages. I think you're like nothing really is jumping out at
Mm-mm.
me. Like there was nothing really. I mean, the Sparrow toys had the $10 basic bucks, and I thought about it, but I was like, I don't really need those because it would add up. So it's like I couldn't just buy one for $10 and like $6 for shit. It was like $16, and I could do that, but it's like why bother? You know what I mean? Like my man Brian, he loaded up. I think Jeff did too. But
Nice.
there was just nothing that really grabbed me this year that I like had to.
Like you, I did find, I think it was on Walmart. I think I was sending you some links. They had a lot of Super 7 Ultimates on
Yes.
sale. I was really looking for uh, I was looking for the G.I. Joe Zartan. I didn't care which version I got. They have two versions out right now. One that changes color, and then one that was like a San Diego Comic Con exclusive this year that comes with a cape, a soft goods cape.
Yeah.
I didn't. I wanted one of them to be on sale, and it wasn't. I Walmart had a lot of Transformer Ultimates. I almost pulled the trigger on Megatron, but
That
I
purple
didn't.
one, I really
Yeah,
I
it
like
was
that
like
one.
That purple one was like $35, and like the standard was like 32. So they were
Yeah.
both pretty close. You could basically have gotten both of them for almost what you pay for one
I mean, I was
standard
looking at
piece.
it in New York City. You remember that?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
this
and
is
at regular price too. Like that
right.
thing was, yeah, at Midtown Comics. I did buy something yesterday, which will get us into our um, pickups. So let's just go ahead and do our pickups.
Let's do it.
All right. So yeah, I did get a Black Friday purchase, but it wasn't a deal. It was a regularly priced figure. I did stop in a GameStop between. We were coming back from visiting friends, and so we did stop at a little town. They had a GameStop. We had to get some gas, and I found this, which is the
Mm.
Ahsoka Peridia. I know that's what they call her, but fans call her Ahsoka the White. So this is how she appeared in like the final episodes of
How's
Ahsoka.
that head sculpt?
Oh man, it's
Looks
solid.
great. Yeah.
The paint
Yeah.
job is so
Hasbro is
good.
when they really apply themselves, their head sculpts can be really amazing, and that's a
Yeah,
good one.
yeah, this is a really good sculpt, and I dig it. So I did get this, but it was regular price. But it's something that I had on pre-order, and I had canceled my pre-order a while back, and yeah, so that's the only thing
Um,
I bought, and it was regular price.
that's okay. It's worth it. There's a few things that were picked up from Legion's Con, and I don't remember if I showed them. So
Hey,
these ones
perfect
connected
timing.
to Andy. I got
Oh,
these
nice.
at Legion's Con. This one is a gift from Andy. Thank you, Andy. I appreciate it. This one I picked up. They were on sale, as you know, and yeah. So I'm looking forward to opening. I've just been busy with
Yeah,
work,
I
so
took the weapons pack box, the little weapons set that I got, and I taped it and I cut the top off, and I just have all of his little accessories in there.
I love the review you did, though. The review was fun for the weapons and all
Yeah.
that. So
And I just have it right here. And anytime I want to like pop a little helmet on or change his weapons out, I just play with it.
I
And
love that
so,
magnet system too. Was
oh
very
yeah, that's brilliant. It's perfect.
mhm, mhm.
Strength magnets, perfect strength.
Yeah.
I have a couple of Lucy's only because I got them and opened them up. Um, and this first one is from my review that went up Friday, which is the Phantom Menace, Star Wars: The Black Series, Phantom Menace 3
Mm,
pack. So we've got the Darth
nice.
Maul here, and talk about the face printing tech. These are some of the best head sculpts. Like that Ewan
Wow,
McGregor
that is
is
amazing.
solid. The paint on there is like the printing, digital printing is pretty
Yeah,
awesome. And you're gonna love this one because I know you're a
my
huge
favorite
Qui-Gon
Jedi.
fan, but
Favorite Jedi. Oh man, yeah.
his face is still a little puffy. It still looks a little. He's not as gaunt as he
You had a
is in the
long night.
movie. Yeah, he's a little puffy, but yeah, he still looks good. And this is the first Qui-Gon that I have that's opened. I guess I missed the first Qui-Gon release, but I do have the Qui-Gon in the. You remember the old retro Phantom Menace packaging? So I
Mm,
have that in the package, but I
yes.
never opened him. So this is the first Black Series Qui-Gon that I
Yeah.
have open,
I'm looking
and
at
they
that
look great together. They
one. I've got a
this is a
shrine
great.
of Qui-Gon up here with my hot toys and the retro card and the old they did the bigger 12-inch figures.
Mhm.
I'll have to take a picture of that. We got to do a shrine episode of all our different shrine, you know,
Yeah, I think
items.
it's going to be my next shelf layer that's going up. So layer 3. Um, so maybe in 2 weeks I'll get around to it.
Sure.
So that shelf that's going to go up, it's going to be my look who's in the
Hey, hey, is that Ed or is that Tony Toy?
good morning, guys. Good
Good
morning.
morning.
So my
Thank
next
you guys.
shelf is going to be one of my um, tribute shelves. It's going to have all of my Batman, all of my Spider-Man, and all of my Wolverines. So that'll
Nice.
be so. Let me get that up, and we'll do it. We'll do a little
Sure.
shrine. We'll do
For
a little
sure.
shrine. I'll tell you a fun story about Qui-Gon Jinn. I was so into Star Wars. I still am, but um, he said, Schmurber baby. Does that tell you who this is?
Right?
Does that tell you who it is? So I was so into Star Wars when the Phantom Menace came out that I bought the novelization and I wanted to read it before the movie came out. And so what I did was I was like, I want to know what's going on, but I don't want to know the ending of the movie. I don't want it spoiled for me. So I read
Mhm.
only the first half of the book and I stopped. And then I was like, oh,
Nice.
he says it's Tony.
Tony Toy,
Um,
man.
so so I only read the first half of the book. Then I saw the movie and I read the last part of the book because I didn't want it spoiled for me. And I'm glad I did because we know Qui Gon met his tragic end in the
Hmm.
movie. But let me tell you, this is a funny story that my wife reminds me of all the time. So I, up to that point, I had never heard the name Qui Gon Jinn pronounced. So when you're reading a book and you're reading the
Right.
names, like you're reading it the way you would pronounce it. And I think I pronounced it in my head, Qui John Gin,
Hmm.
Qui John Gin, I think is how I pronounced it. And then when I told, so I was telling, I was telling Pamela this story, and so she never lets me let that down. And every time I talk about Qui Gon, she's, you mean Qui John Gin? So, because I was like, I literally got each section of it wrong, like
I would never
literally
even
all three.
thought that, but yeah, that it is kind of a complex name to say, and you don't know how to say it until it's actually
Yeah.
said, on the screen. So yeah. So my next one is the infantry,
Ooh, nice.
which comes with a lot of guns. I love the poncho.
Those were, I saw a lot of places have those yesterday on Black Friday for like $25.
Yeah, that's what I got this one for. I had a code, plus I picked it up at Target. So I had the
Nice.
5%, plus it was when I used that coupon, they had that toy coupon a while ago. Um, so I've been hanging on to it for a little while, but yeah, I'm happy to have that one. I have that one and the sniper one. So I would like the Halo one next, the Halo jumper. But
You
yeah,
got to get him because he's just a repaint of Airborne, and I know Airborne's like
yes,
that was a
these
good
might
figure for
be on
you
my
this
top
year.
10, maybe, maybe.
Ooh, I'm trying to think.
Speaking,
I do think I have a Joe
yeah,
on my top 10 figure list this year. I do.
yeah.
Which top 10 figure list contenders. It's going to take me to my next figure. I went ahead and opened this and I didn't do a review, and that makes me sad. I wish I hadn't. I wish I
I
did review
know.
this
I
guy.
can't
And
believe it.
because let me tell you, this figure right here is absolute fire. Absolute fire. And might be on my top 10 figures of the year list. I'm trying to pop his other head on. And that is the Hasbro Marvel Legends. Uh,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not going to remember his name, but I just call him Indian
Pat-
Spider Man.
Patir, I think.
Yeah, it's
Patver,
like
Patvir,
pa-
something.
something like Pavakar or something
Yeah,
like that.
something like that.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but I'm gonna tell you, like the paint job on this guy
Hmm.
is so intricate and so detailed, and he does come with a bonus head, like an extra, like unmasked
Okay.
head, which is nice. I dig this. He comes with extra hands, but his detailing, his paint, his sculpt, his articulation,
I was gonna ask,
like
how does he move? He moves pretty good. Really,
man, man.
really.
Let me show you something I was able to do
Yeah.
with this guy. Let me show you. This was something I was able to do. I couldn't believe I could do it. I
Ryan
think I
says
took this
Patvir,
was
Patvir, Patvir.
Patvir, yeah, like Pavakar or something like that. Let me see. Okay, check this out. When could you ever do this with a Marvel Legend? You can cross his
Wow.
arms,
No.
like actually tuck one arm underneath the other, like in just like a really cool pose. Like it's just like you can't typically do that. Now maybe it's because this guy is based on like some animation. Maybe it's because of that. Maybe it's because of it's not based on like a human likeness or whatever. But he poses very well. Like he's
Yeah.
just really articulate, double jointed, pinless everything. He also comes with that little roller thing that he would roll back and forth on the web. His
Oh
little
yeah, yeah. I,
I
I
don't know what that
really
thing's called.
enjoyed him in the movie. Like it was kind of a refreshing um, character. You know, somebody different. Love the diversity. I think they
Yes.
really did a really good job on the design. So hopefully we get to see him again in something. That'd be awesome.
Let's see here. Pavatar Prabhakar is his name. Yeah, absolutely. He said I just looked it up.
Yeah,
Best one in the wave, absolutely, because the rest are kind of. I mean, I think Gwen and Miles are new sculpts, but I think the other
I
two
have the
are.
Gwen. I haven't opened her yet. I need to.
But the other two are repaints.
Yeah,
Because it's Spider. It's a refresh of Spider-Man 2099 and a repaint of Spider Punk. But yeah, this guy is absolutely, I mean, incredible for a $25 figure. I also have the because I love him so much, his design. I have the SH Figure Arts pre-ordered. Of course, he's not coming out until next year, but dude, $25. This figure is
hmm
fire. Like
hmm
I think I must have like played around with him one evening, taking pictures for like an hour outside.
yeah.
Just
That's how it was with that Deadpool. The re-release or redo of the first Deadpool movie. You know that figure that just
yeah,
came out not too long
hmm
ago. Not the
yeah,
Deadpool and Wolverine figure, but man, that figure was just fun. Like that
yeah,
one also might be on my top 10, maybe. I'm giving too many spoilers, I think.
yeah,
Um, so I have this one. I've been wanting it. I was a fan of the comic when I was a kid. It's kind of an obscure character, but him and Beetle. I don't know if they did a comic together, but they would team up. And I just was always a fan. I thought he was cool. So this guy is kind of hard to find. My stepson um, was cool enough to he bought like an entire case, and he
yeah.
kept one and sent me one. So I've got the question. Um,
Now that's the I see that it's got the platinum edition. What's different?
I think it's the color of the suit, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure, honestly. I don't know. I'm happy to have him though.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah. Yep. What else you
I'm gonna
got,
look it
buddy?
up. I'm gonna look it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, look it up, man.
Let's see here.
Because I don't know. I think it's the color of the suit, but I could be wrong. Like it's different shades of blue, maybe. One's a darker, one's a lighter. I'm not sure.
Hmm.
And
Let's
William,
see
yeah,
here.
we were not sure. We had to ask each other, like, "Hey, are you up for double jointed?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, man, I'm up for it, dude." I mean, Thanksgiving, I was hurt. Always that second plate, man. It's my kryptonite. If I could just have the control and enjoy the first plate, and then be like, no more. But I'm like, I got to get a little bit more turkey. I got to get a little bit more mashed potatoes. The next thing you
Hmm.
know, I'm like, oh, why did I do that?
What's your one Thanksgiving dish that it's not Thanksgiving if you don't have that?
I mean, I'm gonna say turkey. I know that's cliche, but turkey and mashed potatoes, man, they fill a spot in my soul that's empty for the rest of the year. So
Yeah.
yeah, turkey and
Well,
mash.
I eat a lot of turkey sandwiches, so I kind of have turkey throughout the
That's
year.
I do too. Every day for lunch at work, I have a turkey sandwich.
Sometimes we do a ham for Thanksgiving. So for me, it's going to be cranberry sauce. If I don't have cranberry sauce, it's not
Really?
Thanksgiving. And I grew up in a house where, growing up, my mom would just open the can of cranberry sauce and just pour it out like dog food, and it's still in
Yeah,
the can,
my grandma
you
did
know,
that too.
and you just slice it, you
Had
know?
the ridges.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's like, if you actually read the instructions, that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to put that in a saucepan, and then like heat it up and like turn it into actually like a gravy that you can pour. But, you
Ooh.
know, my
Yeah.
mom never did
See,
that.
I should have been smarter like Brian because my fiance, she made this amazing Dutch apple pie, and then she also bought me my favorite pecan pie. So like I was set up. I had desserts, but I was too full, man. I could
Tony
not
says
commit.
Smurber limited to only one plate when pigs fly.
Right? Yeah, I couldn't do it, man. There was a bounty. Like there was only three of us, and like we made a turkey and a giant thing of mashed potatoes, and she made a big thing of stuffing and vegetables and corn, and she made these homemade rolls. I'm like, you're killing me. I'm just. It was
Yeah,
great.
this is so this was a year of firsts for us. For number one, so we don't travel for Thanksgiving. We don't go to anybody's house for Thanksgiving. Um because my family's here in town. So, my mom, that's my only extended family. She's here in town and we don't go and visit, and Pamela's got a larger family, but we don't go and visit them for Thanksgiving either. So, um, we typically always cook, but my wife also, for like, I don't know, probably the last 15 years, has worked on Thanksgiving. She's worked
Mm,
every Thanksgiving because in her clinic, you have to work a major holiday. Like nobody
mhm.
gets off every single major
Right.
holiday. Somebody has to work, and so she's always chosen Thanksgiving because when you choose to work Christmas, I think you have to work Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and when you choose to work New Year's,
Mm,
you have to work New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. So it's
yeah.
always 2 days. So she's got seniority, so she always picks Thanksgiving because it's just one day. So this was the first year she's had off on Thanksgiving. So we decided we had some friends of ours over in Pensacola who just had a new baby like 2 weeks ago, and
Mm,
so we wanted to go visit the baby, and their son and our son were born 3 weeks apart, so we've just been best friends forever.
yeah.
So I mean, going on, well, our boys are 14 now, so going on, we've been friends going on 15, 16 years. So her mom came down from Connecticut and she cooked a big meal. And so,
There you
you
go.
know, our friends didn't have to cook. We didn't have to cook. We just traveled. And we just went over for Thursday and Friday and came back yesterday. And it was a quick trip.
The only
So,
problem with that is no leftover turkey. I mean, how are you going to do turkey sandwiches
yeah,
for
that's
the
my
next
favorite thing to
week?
do. Yeah.
So I'll send you
So yeah,
some.
there you go. Cranberry sauce for me is my thing. I make it every year, so I buy real cranberries. I
Ooh,
smash them up. I put in like orange juice and oranges, like fresh cut oranges, and that's my jam. Like I want a
I'll have to
thick
try that one of
layer
these
of
days.
cranberry sauce on everything. It's so good. It's so simple. Just put
Yeah,
them in a
I love
pot.
tart. I love tartness, so I'm
Yeah.
down to that.
I'm glad that Andy threw up here. No, I'm not glad Andy threw up. He posted this. He said the question is who they made Rorschach off of. Now I had always heard this, and somebody in the audience in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard I don't know where I heard this or if I read it somewhere, but I always heard that DC wanted Alan Moore to write um, an epic story with their characters. And I always heard that Alan Moore came back and he presented them with basically what is the Watchmen.
I didn't
But
never heard that before, but
but the characters were Superman, Batman, The Question, Wonder
yeah,
Woman, and DC basically said there is no chance that we're going to allow you to do all
telling
of
this
this
story. Yeah,
with our characters. Absolutely not. But I heard that they loved the story and they were like, "We'll let you tell this story, but you have to make up all new characters. You
yeah,
can't." And that's why I think that all of these characters that show up in the Watchmen are like ciphers for other
right.
DC. Like you can really
Oh
tell, oh, that's Owlman is supposed to be Batman, or the
man, right.
Question, or Rorschach's supposed to be the Question, and whatever. I don't know where I heard that. I don't know even know if it's true, but it's interesting if it is.
Yeah,
So yeah, Brian was talking about his wife, and
yeah.
she's in the
I
medical field.
kind of had the same thing. I just started working at a surgery center, but normally hospitals, you either get to pick your holiday or they pick for you. So you're working
Right.
a holiday, whether you like it or not. But
Did
luckily,
did
I'm in
you
a
work
surgery.
Thanksgiving morning? Like, did you work for a few hours or no?
No, no, no. I was going to work Friday, but the surgery center, there was no surgeries going on. So they said, you're free to take it off. I'm like, I will do that. Thank you.
Yeah, sweet. Awesome. All right, back to pickups. I don't know where we were. Me, you.
I think I just dropped the question, and that's your turn.
Oh, okay. And that's how we
I've
got
got
on to.
I've got
Okay.
two more. I think two or three.
These were becoming very slow to come in either via Hasbro or Big Bad Toy Store, but Amazon had them in stock. And so, like, I think Thursday before we or Wednesday before I left, I was like, I'm just going to order one. So I got the bat, the Iron
I want
Grenadier
that.
bat.
I like
I
the
just
gold.
want one of these guys. I don't need multiples. I have the regular bat. God, I have the Arctic bat. I have the. Seems like there's another version of the bat that came out. Trying to remember. Was there like a Crimson Guard version of the bat that came out?
I don't know.
I
Andy
think
would
I have
probably.
that one. I think I have that one. Um, okay, so let's see what Andy says here. Andy says, "No, originally it was supposed to be the way they introduced the Charleston heroes they bought, but hadn't quite um, been relieved of the rights, so they changed them."
What's the
Oh,
Charlton
okay.
Heroes?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'll
That leads
I
to
need
more
to do some
questions.
research.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, this guy looked cool. He does
I
look
like it.
neat.
Yeah,
I
I
do
need one.
want two of the Iron Grenadiers, though. I do want two of those guys. And so maybe my two Iron Grenadiers go on a mission and they bring a bat with them. That's kind of how I'm thinking about it.
There you
So
go.
I got that. I only have
There
one
you
more
go.
pickup.
I've got maybe a couple more. Um, these are gifts from my stepson for my birthday, or Christmas, one of the others. Anyways, oh yeah, that's making sense. Doctor Manhattan is Captain Atom. Yeah, that's true. And Night Owl, Blue Beetle, Silk Spider. I don't know who
The
Phantom Lady
comedian
is.
was Peacemaker. Holy crap!
Wow,
That's incredible. That's
I love that
incredible.
story though. That when I found that Watchmen, the story. Oh man, when I was a kid, I was in love. That's number one favorite graphic novel is Dark Knight Returns. Number two is Watchmen, and I think three is probably either something Hellboy or um, V for Vendetta. So Alan Moore is that guy's fire. Anyways, so this my stepson knows I'm a huge Flash Gordon fan. I love the movie from the '80s. I didn't know this existed, but he picked me up this.
Ah!
Oh, saved every one of us. So anything Flash Gordon from the '80s, I'm for. I met Sam Jones, got a T-shirt, a Flash T-shirt, and had him sign it. Big fan, big
Nice.
fan. So I love all Flash Gordon stuff. I didn't even know this existed, and he picked it up for me. So thank you to
Nice.
Julian. I appreciate that.
Very cool.
Yeah,
I've got one more. This was something I had pre-ordered months and months and months and months
I got two.
ago. Finally came in stock, and then I promptly saw them all in my Targets like the very next day. But mine had already shipped, and that is the Turtles of Grayskull Two Bop Steady, which is the Too Bad uh, with Bebop and Rocksteady. I would not have bought this figure to add to my Turtles of Grayskull collection were it not for the fact that it has the very last piece of metal Botto, which is
Blast.
the metal head and Roboto tribute, and I have all the other parts except for the one that came with him. So I had to get this, and so I had pre-ordered it, and it just happened to ship right before the holidays. And yeah, that's my last. Well, my what I'm gonna open was the other thing I had arrive
Gotcha.
recently.
Yes,
So
absolutely. I'll be quick. So this is also a gift from my stepson. That head sculpt, man. That head sculpt is just that's Hugh Jackman, dude. Look at that. It's
that's a
amazing.
fantastic likeness. It's probably the best human likeness they've ever
Yeah.
produced. That's a wonderful figure. I got it. I bought one at Legion's Con, and I've messed around with it to go with my Deadpool.
I
And
think I remember that. Yeah. Last
yeah,
thing I
it's
wanted to
really neat.
show um, is a gift from my man Guasegwe. And I think Tony saw this, but it's kind of a custom, but it's mostly a blade. Did I show you this? I showed you this at Legion's Con, didn't I?
Mhm.
Yeah. So my man G gave me this. Like it was in a bag. He's like, "Here you go, man. This is for your birthday." I'm like, "Dude, you can't give me something this
What
awesome, man."
scale is that? That doesn't look 6 inch.
It's I don't it is taller, I think. I need to I don't know where my measuring tape is, but it does seem about a 7 inch. But it looks like a Mezco base, but the chest is different. He's got a cool jacket. I don't know.
That's dope.
I've got an extra head, like a screaming head. Got the sword. I got a couple of swords. Um,
That's incredible.
so yeah, it was a great gift. Um, but yeah, I love Blade. Man, that movie Blade when it first came out just blew my mind. My ex-wife now, was scared to death when they did the blood and the dancing thing. She was like, "I'm not watching this," but I was
Yeah,
just blown
that was
away.
a fire movie. There's a very good chance were it not for Blade 3, we may not have Deadpool.
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
So
Daywalker.
I don't, what was the line in Deadpool and Wolverine? He goes, "I don't like you." He goes, "You never did."
Yeah.
Kind of like alluding to the fact that they fought on the set of Blade 3.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But that's it. I got some more. I got some wings from the Legion's Con. I got the
Yeah.
black ones and gold ones, which I'd never seen the black ones before. But that's about all I got, man.
Look, Tony's dropping some jealousy on you. He said G showed me that blade at his
I
house.
did, yeah. Well, I was. We were at it was some show we were at. I don't know if it was Purple Gang Gang or something, and G had just here. He's like, "Here you go," and I was like, "What?" And so the Latin Legion boys were there, and they were checking out my goods, checking out my birthday gift.
I really hope we get that Mahershala Ali blade at some point.
I
I
do
really
too,
want
man.
that
But
to happen.
it's had some rough roads, man.
Yeah,
Losing
I think it could
directors
be.
and writers, and as soon as
You
he
know who I
leaves,
would love to see? I would love to see. Um, you know, I think Ryan Coogler would make a great Blade director because
oh
he
yeah,
did
for
great with the two Black Panther
Panther,
movies.
yeah.
But the movie that he's got coming out right now, the one he's just announced, the teaser trailer's out for it right now, and I forgot the name of the movie. Somebody in the chat can look it up.
Hmm.
But it's a movie with um, oh gosh, what's his name? The guy that he collaborates with a lot. Um, the actor who was in Creed. What's the guy's name?
Oh,
Why am I?
now I'm drawing a blank. Shit, help us out, guys.
Anyway, he's doing this old like 1950s era vampire movie.
Ooh, I'm interested.
Where I mean it's God, why can't I think of the guy's name? The guy who played Creed and the guy who was Killmonger in Black Panther.
Yeah,
He's a long
it's
time. I think
on
he
the
was
tip of my
in.
tongue.
I don't know why I can't um, think of his name, but he did Ryan Coogler's very first movie, which was called Fruitville Station,
Fruitvale Station.
um,
Yeah,
and
Michael B.
so
Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan. I don't know why I couldn't think of
Thank
that.
you, Andy.
Andy says, from what he understands, it's canceled. I don't think it's canceled. It's been on again, off again, on again, off again, and I think basically at this point, Marvel's just removed it from its slate. Um, Mahershala Ali says it's still going to happen, so we'll see. We'll see. I think it's just a matter of right time, right place.
I
But
think
I
though
think
he's in
Ryan
his
Coogler
fifties.
would make a great director for it. I think that would be really good.
Absolutely.
Or possibly Barry Jenkins, who did Moonlight. He is directing the
Yeah,
new Mufasa movie for Disney, so he's already in the Disney wheelhouse. So to move him over to Marvel would not be a big jump.
yeah.
And side note, Barry Jenkins graduated film school from Florida State University, so right here in Tallahassee. So
I
that's
would
pretty
love
cool.
them to do like a horror kind of take on it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like make it violent, horror,
rated R.
scary, rated R, edgy. You know.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Well, that's all of our pickups. So I think we're going to move on to our unboxings. And we're going to be moving into some Mezco today for our unboxing.
Mhm.
And Mahershala Ali quit. Last I heard, he had other stuff. Maybe that's why it was. Yeah, maybe he moved on and said, I gotta do other work, so
Right?
I'll
Yeah,
do
he's
other
been waiting. I mean, for years they
I'll
teased
do other
him
projects, and yeah.
was it Eternals that they teased him and Kit Harington in?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Black
So that
Knight or
movie's
whatever his name
in what
is.
3 hours, 3 years ago, something.
Yeah, it's been a while. Um, I actually really like the Eternals. I was
It
really
was not
hoping we were
bad.
going to get
It
a.
just was not what people expected. I think.
It's not what people expected, but I loved it, and I wanted a sequel, but I don't think a sequel is going to happen. But
Mm, maybe not.
I would take one. I would take one, but it's beautiful. What are you opening today from
You're
Mezco?
beautiful. I am opening the Mezco Dick Tracy. I've always been a fan of Dick Tracy. I used to read the comics when I was a kid at the library, and I always thought it was cool. I actually loved the movie. Wasn't a big hit on the. I didn't
I
really
love
love
that
the
movie.
musical numbers, but Madonna was hot back then, and it's Dick Tracy. So
I haven't seen that movie in a long time, but
I just
a friend of
rewatched it.
mine watched it. He watched it recently and said it still holds up. It's still
It's
a
still
really good
good. Yeah,
movie.
it's still entertaining. It's still I loved it. I've always loved Dick Tracy, so I have a feeling I'm really gonna dig this figure. So
Yes, I do too. I haven't opened mine, and I've had it for months. I'm going to be opening the Mezco Popeye. I believe this is the same one that came out from before. I think they just re-released it, and now I'm getting a chance to mess
I'm
around
glad
with
they
it.
did that though. That's a
Yeah, me
good.
too.
Speaking of mezco, I just got a processing. That's why I didn't buy a bunch. I just got a processing soon or processed now for Indiana Jones. So
Yep,
that
same
was
here. Same here.
$150 that
Yeah.
I was not
Yep.
prepared to drop. So I think that's why I didn't go Black Friday shopping. I think that makes sense now.
Andy, I remember Kevin Feige addressing that recently and said something about the next movie that comes out will be addressing it. And I want to say that might be Captain America Brave New World. They may be addressing it in that movie, or it may be the one that comes out after that. But I heard Kevin Feige say something. We're finally going to be talking about that. And good morning, Steve. Good morning,
Hey, what's
Steve.
up, Steve Mank?
Hey, Steve, let us know something. Let everybody out there know. Is your Black Friday sale still going on throughout the weekend, or is it already over? Let us know because if it's going on, I want to be able to drive people to your site.
So here's
I
the.
I loved. Oh, look at that!
I don't want him to fall out, but yeah.
And you drop all 75 hands on your floor.
Right.
Nova's
No,
like
no, yeah,
treats.
yeah. No, it was like, is that cheese? I'm just gonna check out Dick Tracy today, but
I
there's
have a friend of
stuff.
mine here locally in town, and he absolutely loves these Dick Tracy figures. He loves them so much. He was like, the suits are so well tailored and they're so immaculately, sewn, and the suits are just perfect.
Yeah, I would love to get the other. Like, I think you have prune face, don't you?
I have prune face. I didn't get the blank. I missed
Yeah,
out on the blank.
I need both.
Okay, here we go, guys. So, if you're still wanting some Black Friday deals, please head over to articulatedempire.com. Steve says that the sale will be going all weekend and going
Quick
until
shipper
late Monday night. So,
and
Steve, let us
wraps.
know what's the deal. What are we getting? Is it a certain percentage off? Is it free shipping? What are we getting in your sale, buddy? I can already tell this Popeye figure is just absolutely fire. So I'll fill you guys in if you don't know this already about my strange connection to Popeye. Um, I was born in Chester, Illinois, and we're known for two things, and that is we are the birthplace of E.C. Seeger, which is the guy who created Popeye, and um, we are also known for a local prison called Menard State Penitentiary, which is where I believe John Wayne Gacy was for a while
Oh,
before he was transferred out somewhere else before he was put to death. Um, but that's my strange connection to Popeye, and also the other thing is that I love Popeye. I always have. I've always loved the character. And here's something else that's cool: is that next year in 2025, um, Popeye enters the public domain. So the character and the name will be usable by other people. Anybody who wants to do anything with Popeye can. Now, what they can't do is they cannot draw him or depict him the way that you know him,
Oh,
with the big
really? So
arms.
they've got
Like
to.
his specific design, the cartoonish design, is always copywritten. That'll be copyrighted by whoever owns that copyright. But the character, and you can reimagine him. I mean, I guess you can make him still have big arms, but it just has to be different than how he's known. And then he's in the public domain. The characters enter the public domain 100 years plus one after they were created. I believe that's how that works, unless I'm wrong.
That happened
So,
with Mickey Mouse too, right?
well, not Mickey Mouse, but it happened to Steamboat
His
Willie,
okay.
who Mickey Mouse was designed after. Um, and so let's see here. Andy says, I can see the celestial matter mixed with gamma to make Red Hulk. It's possible. I don't know how they're going to address it. Um, oh, they're using the magnet system. So here's Popeye. Look at that mug. A mug only a mutter could love. Look at that. But that all of his hats are magnetized. So check this out. His
Nice.
little sailor's cap.
Oh yeah,
It's got a little magnet in there. He's got his another a different style sailor's cap,
I like that one.
and then
I'm gonna have to pick that up.
he's got his little beanie for
Yeah,
his pea coat, which I'm about to put on him, and he does come with an extra little face. The body feels so solid, like it's such a good figure. Um, yes, and they are doing a Popeye horror movie. Um, I've heard it has two different names. I've heard it called uh, Popeye the Slayer Man, but I've also heard it called Shiver Me Timbers. So I don't know which one is the proper
both are funny.
title. Okay, Steve says, here's the sale. 25% of all 25% off of all in-stock items. United States order over 75 are free shipping and no taxes unless you're an Illinois resident.
I like the no
So,
tax. That's always nice.
and let's see, soft goods look great, and magnets are always an awesome way to do hats.
Hmm.
100%, Brian. And then Tony says Mezco 112 is 112 Hot Toys. Yes, they are. They are
I
getting
agree.
there.
I
They
agree.
have achieved that in some of their figures. 100%. I agree. So
They're definitely getting up there in price too. They keep raising the price, but they're giving you a ton. You know, like look at the Spider-Man. Amazing Spider-Man had so many accessories.
yes,
This has a ton also. So paying more but
100%.
getting more. So Dick Tracy has a different head system. So like the top of his hair comes off. It is a magnet, I think, on there, but it
Nice.
just kind of pops off, and then you put his hat on. He only came with one hat.
Now, I've had
And
Popeye for about 2 weeks now, and I have not opened him up, and that is a pure shame because this guy is fire.
yeah, I've had this Dick Tracy for I'm gonna say a good 2 months now,
Oh, I've had
and
mine since it came out, and I have not opened
you
it.
better get on that, buddy.
Another little bit of Popeye trivia. Some of you may know I draw comic books. Some of you may know that. Some of you may not. That's fine. Um, but next year, with Popeye entering the public domain, I'm going to do a Popeye comic because I kind of feel
Nice.
like it's only right. I was born in the same town as the guy who created Popeye. It's only proper that I do that. So,
Absolutely. You see Andy's comment? Now I gotta see it.
with the magnet, does this hat work? Hey, you know what? Let's give it a shot. I've got some Plunderling
Good
hats right
shot.
here in
Good
front of
good
me.
job, Andy. Good participating, buddy. I miss you, man. I'm gonna have to drive out there and visit you, Andy. I miss hanging out with you, man. I wish I could do that with Jeff, Mark. I mean, but
Yeah, if we weren't so far away.
it's a little too far.
All right. So I'm trying to get Popeye's pea coat on him because he does come with a pea coat, but these arms are a little cumbersome,
A
as you
little
would
hindering.
imagine. He's like, yeah, of course. He's like, "Oh, try walking a mile in my sea boots because that's the
Sea
problem I
boots.
have getting my um
Yeah, I'm
dude."
gonna
And I
keep.
love the Robin Williams Popeye movie. It's one
Dude,
of my
my dad
favorites.
took me to see that, and oh man, I was in love with that movie. My dad slept through the whole movie, but me and my sister loved it. Like we quoted that movie for years.
I do too. I still quote it to this
Robin
day.
Williams, man, that guy was a treasure.
He walks up to the he walks up to the let's see.
Olive. Sorry, I had to get that out.
He walks up to the guy and the guy's like, he's like, how much for the carrots? And he says, he's how much for the carrots? And he was
You
like,
guys like what? The
10
what?
cents. And he goes, no, I think is it that he wants spinach? He's like, how much for the spinach? Or no,
Oh, he hated
he wants the
spinach.
carrots. He wants
He didn't like
yeah,
spinach.
exactly. Well, that's that's a it's a nod to the old comics. So in the comics, he used to eat carrots, but when they
Oh,
made the
really?
cartoon, when they made the art, and that was
They
what
were
giving
trying to
power.
sell spinach.
Yeah, when they said nationwide, kids were eating carrots, but they weren't eating spinach. So they for the cartoon they changed it to spinach, and it kind of stuck.
I think I had heard
But
that.
so yeah, he walks up and he asks the guy how much for the spinach. He goes, "Oh, I don't have any spinach. I'm not selling it, and it's 10 cents." And he says, "Well, how much for the carrots?" And he says, 10 cents. And he throws him a nickel. And he says, "You sells what you want to sells. I pays what I want to pay." And I love that. I love the scene where he's laying in bed and he's looking at the picture of his dad.
Me
And he goes,
pappy.
"Oh, me pappy." And then the camera turns around and he doesn't even have a picture. He just has the words written,
Yeah,
"Me pappy." I
yeah,
love
that
it.
kind of
Okay,
touched me.
so Andy wanted to see this. They do. It does
There it
fit.
is.
And then here's the little Spanish conquistador helmet that I have.
Nice.
Yeah, they do snap on. But this pea coat is pretty nice, man. I'm digging this. Look at this little guy. He's ready to knock you over. I love this little pea coat jacket that he's got. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Was
happy.
there a better olive oil than Shelley Duvall? No, there wasn't.
No, never will be. Yeah, this is.
That's
Yeah,
fire, dude. That looks so
I
good.
didn't think that my shadow figure would be beat, but he might be beat, man. These are both.
I need
Did
to
you pick
do a
up a
review
shadow
of
too, or
this.
no?
No, I missed out on Shadow, but that's okay. I'm not the world's biggest Shadow fan. Um, uh, I do have the new Doc Nocturnal coming,
Yeah,
so
when's that gonna ship? Damn it!
I don't know. Some people already have them, so
Yeah,
I'm
people
kind
at
of
New York Comic Con got them already, but
yeah,
where's mine at? I want it. There's
yeah.
something
My
about
friend
when you pay for
locally,
something, it's like you want it. I want it. I paid for it.
yeah.
I want it.
Well, also because they were like, these will be shipping soon. They're like, you don't have to wait 2 years. Like they're already done. We just got to get them
Yeah.
out to you. And I'm like, well, go ahead and do that then.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. I'm here. I'm
Now
waiting.
he does have various hands and spinach cans and um corn cob pipes and smoke effects and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, come on, just
Yeah,
look at this.
that's awesome. I will need to pick that up for sure.
This Popeye is fire, dude. I love it. I should have opened this so much sooner than I did.
Yeah, I agree with my Dick Tracy. Should
Yeah,
be
my friend
December for
locally.
Knock Knock. Steve said.
Oh
Okay, thanks,
man,
Steve.
great! Right there at the holidays. That's
Right?
exactly what I need.
Well, no, we already paid for it, didn't we? You already paid for yours, didn't you? Your Doc Knock.
Oh yeah. Well, I think I did. Did I? I don't
I
know.
hope
I
you did,
paid
man.
my deposit. I know that.
Oh no, I paid mine off. I think I did PayPal or something. So I
All right.
want it.
I am loving this. Yeah, I've actually gotten more into Mezco over the last
Me too,
year
man.
because of my friend Scott locally. He's such an enabler. He is all into Mezco. I even made a custom Mezco Daredevil um, this year as well because I wanted a really good Daredevil figure until the Mayfex one came out.
Have you opened that yet?
No, God, I
I
gotta get to. I have
I've
so
got
many
my.
things
I'm
ahead
looking
of.
at it right now. I brought it upstairs because I'm like, you know what? I am opening it because I don't want the our top 10 episode to go by without me opening some banger
That
figures that I
same,
know are going to be
same,
good.
same. Yeah, I
So
kind of feel like I should review a figure before I actually add it to my top 10 figures of the year list, but I don't think that's going to happen. I just have too many to get through.
Tracy
But
Watch.
but yeah, now I'm excited because I have been waiting to open.
Read that comment.
Can you spot me a hamburger and I'll gladly pay you back Tuesday?
I will
It's
gladly
a
pay you
wimpy.
Tuesday for a hamburger today.
Yeah. Let's see here.
All about the Sweet Haven.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
All of those characters were like real people that would get off of the riverboats. Those were all real people that he saw in the
crazy.
town. And he, there was this brawler
I didn't
that
know that
just
was in
came through.
Illinois. I had no idea.
Yeah. They were all riverboat people, just coming off the river, the Mississippi River. So in Chester, our town square's got this huge statue of Popeye. All the stores there are like Popeye related. All the diners have like Popeye stuff in the windows, and it's a tiny little town,
I have to check
little
that out.
Midwest town. But yeah,
And that's where my boy was born, so I got to check it out, man.
and here's another little tidbit of information. My best friend Randall, you guys, Glowman.
Randall, Glowman.
His dad was in the military and moved all over the place. I think his father was in the military as well. But Randall's dad was born in Chester, Illinois. So it would be the equivalent of like me and you meeting and being like, "Hey, I was born in the same town as your dad." I mean, just the chances of that is like
Yeah,
astronomical.
that's true.
I mean, there's literally been 3 people born in Chester, Illinois, and that's the Popeye creator, Randall's dad, and me. Like that's it.
Hmm.
It's crazy.
That is crazy.
Uh, I guess Wimpy was the only one of the only people whose payday was Tuesday. I guess so. Absolutely. All right, so let's get into our double down, and I guess you guys may already know what we're going to be talking about. All right, now I got to figure out how to do this.
I know. I'm ready for you to see it. You don't even know what she looks like.
No, I don't. So let's see. How do I do? Oh, here we go. Share screen. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Let's see here. Share screen.
Did you mention that you have not
Oh,
on the show?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I've said this or not live on the show, but I have not seen today's figure Obscura drop. I know that it is the Ghost of Christmas Past. I know that it's a female figure. That's all I know. That is all that I know. So let's see how do I do this?
Tony says she's a beaut. I agree, Tony. She is a beauty. Oh shit.
Okay. Picture in picture. No, I don't want to do that. Sorry, guys. We're I gotta
He's
figure
figuring
out how to
things
do
out.
this. Should have done this earlier. So let's see here.
That's all right, buddy.
Screen share.
I'm still playing with toys over here.
Okay, let me see if I can. Does anybody use Restream out there?
Are you phoning a friend?
That can tell me how to do this. Share screen. Let's see. Share window, share screen.
Is it like a presenting thing?
Share this window. All right. Oh. How about that? How does that
There
go?
we go. There we go.
Can you see that?
Yes.
All right. I don't know how this is looking.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So let's get into it.
Let's
So
get into
the
it.
2024 holiday figure Obscura Ghost of Christmas Past, $60. Ooh, look at that. Look at
Ethereal.
that. Look at that street and the snow and the lamp. That's gorgeous. Tell me, somebody tell me again that we're not going to be getting a Jack the Ripper figure. Tell me
Oh, that would
again
be
we're not.
sweet, dude. I think Eric's too wholesome for that, but we'll see, man.
She comes with a set of
I
four
would not be
arms.
mad about it.
That
Um,
crown is gorgeous.
Somebody had mentioned that she would be a great Galadriel custom.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I
So
could
there's
totally
in her
see that.
hair, there in the crown. So we've got some black roses, these crystals,
Beautiful,
this little
beautiful
wooden.
figure.
The face sculpt is just, and the paint, it's so beautiful and subtle. Like
Yeah,
it's very, I don't know, realistic. Is what's striking me. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Okay, this is beautiful.
I agree. Yeah, she's a beauty.
All right, it says she comes with three unique swappable face portraits, along with two options for her hair, one with a crown, one without. She also includes four arms that can be displayed with either two arms or all four at once. Ghost to Christmas Past also includes five sets of hands, a holly leaf, a golden extinguisher and staff, wired soft goods, robe and cape, and a diorama street lamp with snowy base. That is incredible. She's approximately 7 inches tall. Okay, so let me ask you this. All right, so we have a beautiful face portrait that's kind of, very reminiscent of um, the character that, what's her name that we got from the Poxus Wave?
Thrace.
Thrace. Looks like her hair. Oh, so okay. So we have the beautiful head sculpt, and then we have the head sculpt where the eyes are blocked out or whited out with a little bit of scarring, and then
Hmm.
we have the one where it's kind of like half and half. Okay, I got you.
I thought she really looked kind of like Bulith, but with a nose.
Yeah,
That one head sculpt is kind of Beulah-ish to me.
yeah. This is gorgeous. So let me ask you: did you pick one up?
I did. Yeah,
Nice.
I'm almost tempted to get a second one just to make her into something else. She's got underneath is basically bare. She's got kind of like a bra piece and like underwear piece, but it's like bare skin. So you could do a lot of customizing or make different things with her. So yeah, I'm tempted to get another one. I just need to check my finances.
Yeah. And Trevor, I know, dude. God, dude, your photos are just amazing.
Yeah. So I got the base figure and a pin. Um,
So yeah, let's look at the all in. So the all in
are
is
the
the
pins
holiday
still available?
card, the pin, and the mug. Let's see. No, the pin is sold out.
Yeah, they sell out quick, man.
Yeah. So Jacob Marley is back in. The Red Father Christmas, which was the
Hmm.
original, is back in stock. That's really cool. There's a lot of things that are in stock. Gold Knight is sold out.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, damn, I'm always tempted. I have a couple. I have a few open on my shelf, but I'm always like, maybe I should buy another Gold Knight. It's one of my favorites.
Oh,
Sold out.
I hope you guys were able to see some of the images that I was clicking on because now I look back and it looks like I wasn't sharing my screen. So I
We
hope I
saw
wasn't
some.
just. I hope you guys weren't just staring at me and Greg the whole time, and I'm like, look at this thing over here and look at this thing.
I mean, in
Sorry about that.
fairness, you're probably the only one that hasn't seen
Yeah,
until
yeah,
now.
probably so. Probably so. Now I get to go and like get on Facebook and like look and see what everybody's saying about it because like I didn't want to do that before the show. But yeah, that looks amazing. I'm gonna have definitely have to get one. So let me ask you this: do you think that this means no more surprises for the next figure Obscura for the next foreseeable future for Christmas. I guess this means was
You
it
mean a
Ghost of
hidden item?
No, I mean like okay, so now we got so last Christmas we got Jacob Marley. This Christmas we get Ghost of Christmas
I
Past.
see what you mean. I think they'll
So
switch
is
it
it
up.
just like automatic that like next year? Oh, I guess Ghost of Christmas Future. I guess we'll get an Ebenezer Scrooge.
Yeah,
Like
I think they're gonna mix it up. They always do what you don't expect them to do. I think usually.
right,
So I think that they will take a break on the ghost, or like people were saying, maybe they'll do a Scrooge and Ghost of Christmas Future 2-pack, or Tiny Tim or something. I don't know. Oh
yeah,
yeah, William. They took a pair of wings, Bill Dorklayer, and put them on her, and she looks like an angel. It's amazing. Um, and D13 wings fit too on her. So
yeah. This is a solid release, but I do think I'm going to keep my Viking Fell, and I think I'll maybe pick her up later if she's
yeah, you'll
available
see her
whenever
at
I get
cons.
paid in 2 weeks. Then
She'll be at cons and stuff. So
um,
you will have opportunities for sure. I just wonder what
now
they'll do with the retail.
I was about to say now for the retail version, I don't want a repaint like we got with Jacob Marley. Like I would like to see her turned into some sort of like specter or ghost or fiend,
Like glow
with
in the dark
tattered
thing.
robes and like, some sort of evil poltergeist. Like I think that would be incredible. Like I
I
don't know.
like that. I like that. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully they'll change up the retail a lot. I just don't know what they would do. Maybe change the color of her skin. Um,
Yeah, like I would love it for her to have like kind of like a pale green skin,
oh
kind of
yeah,
like the,
like an
like a
astral kind of
yeah, kind
ghostly.
of like the army of the dead in Lord of the Rings, the kings under the mountain, like the look at that.
I need to get my shirt's dirty. I gotta wash it.
Dude, I make
I
sure
know.
this is in the laundry every week. I'm like,
It could be my fiance's wearing it. I don't know. It could be she steals my t-shirts. So
awesome. Well, I think that just about does it for the show. We went a little bit over an hour, and I just want to thank all you guys for like tuning in and watching us today. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that Greg and I were both around, and we weren't out of town today to, so we didn't miss our
absolutely.
live. I can't believe that Randall the Glowman's not here because I know he's not. Pretty sure he's not doing any
Probably forgot.
tutoring today, so I'm gonna have to get on that ass because find out where he is today because he was chatting me all
See you
last
too.
night. So
I
yeah.
appreciate you guys.
Oh, going to see Moana with the kids. Awesome. Very cool.
Nice. Enjoy.
Very cool. Yeah, I bet that's going to be great. I think Pamela and I may try to sneak out and see Wicked this weekend, or I don't know. We'll see. So I've heard it's fantastic. But thank you guys for tuning in and watching. All the people in the chat.
I
You guys are,
appreciate you guys. Thank you very
yeah,
much.
absolutely. Thank you, buddy, for hanging in there with me today. Let's
My
getting together,
pleasure.
and I hope Restream give you guys the same sort of experience
Seems
as
like it's been great.
StreamYard
Yeah.
because I'm going to be sticking with it. So that's have to get all the kinks worked out. So be sure to head over to New to Mythics. Check out Greg's channel. What was the last video you just put up?
It was it Dylan? Dylan's Trick Hearts. I'm hopefully, I think, taping an episode today with Diego from Four Horsemen. We've got some stuff to talk about. And then Tuesday is a premiere of Heinrich Hoffman's Legion's Con play by play, like his first reactions. So that'll be good. Looking forward to it.
Nice. Does he have his own channel?
No, but he should. He's out there, man. He's prolific. He's doing a lot of
Yeah.
different shows
Heinrich,
and
if pop on our show sometimes, and if you have a channel, man, come over and promote it, man. We'd love to have you on the
he's a
show.
good dude.
I got to meet him this year. He's such a great dude. Very
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Andy. And be sure to check out Saturday Morning Toy Collector. We try to post reviews every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I
Mhm.
actually got back on the saddle and was able to do that this past week. I even posted one
I
early for Friday since I was going to be out of town. So
I love that gas bar review that you did, the 2-pack. That was good. That was
yeah, that's
good.
a good set of figures. It was very good. My two favorites from those two are Gaspar the monk
Mhm.
and the alien from the creature creator 2-pack.
Really,
Those are my two favorites.
that
I
one
love them so
I
much.
I was kind of meh on, but maybe I need to see it. Did you do a review for the Alien? Did you do a review? Okay, I need to
I
watch
actually
that.
did I did that one first because I was so excited.
I didn't see that. Then I'll have to go back
Yeah,
and.
go check it out. My favorite is the alien of the two. Like as a matter of fact, I jumped on the Cabal like the next week, and I was like, anybody selling just this one alien? I'd love to buy it. And I had one guy reach out to me, and he's like, yeah, I'll sell it to you. And he gave me the price, and I was like, if that's shipped, I'll take it. And then he wrote me back, and he said, I decided to keep it. I changed my mind. I'm just going
You
to keep it. And I was like,
bastard.
all right. I'm like, no problem. It's
Yeah.
fine. I know he'll be in the retail. He'll be in the main line next year. I'll just
Yeah.
grab a second because that figure is so good. I have it sitting over there. I play around with it all the
I
time.
think the
So
Wall Tours had a fairly quick turnaround to retail. So
yeah.
um, hopefully they'll get
Well,
it to
cool.
people
Awesome.
soon.
I I gotta go. My kids are already
I hear
trying to
it.
kill one another. I'm sure you guys can hear it happening. There's some sort of degree of either murder or some sort of battery going on that I
Mhm.
may or may not have to call the police on. Just kidding, I won't. But look at that. There he is calling Dick Tracy. Dick Tracy